Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name is TheBlackLink, and today is Thursday, September 6th, 2018. We're still in the first week of Forsaken. And my, what a week it's been! There's been so much going on this week, so many secrets to uncover, so many barons to take down, and so much new loot to go through. It has been a pretty good week for Destiny 2. But it's Thursday, and of course, this means that Bungie is putting up their weekly blog this week at Bungie. Now, my old adage stays true. On a week either before or after big patch drops, we generally get some light information within the TWAB, and that is definitely no different this week. There's not too much to talk about in here, but Bungie does go into detail talking a bit about some of the reset changes that are going to be coming up as soon as just a few days from now. For those of you Guardians who don't know, Reset saw some big changes with Forsaken, and it's caused a little bit of confusion in the community, with some people not knowing what's going to be resetting on what day, and what's going to be resetting, every Tuesday. So thankfully, Bungie took to this week's TWAB to clarify that even further. Now, first things first, I hope you Guardians are really enjoying Forsaken. It has turned out to be a pretty fantastic DLC. And for those of you who've gotten through the story, taken down the Barons, and made your way to the Dreaming City, you know there's something big coming up next Friday. And that is, of course, the launch of the Last Wish raid taking place within the Dreaming City. And that's where we're going to start things out for this week's TWAB, because Bungie wanted to take some time to remind everybody that the new Pinnacle activity is going to be dropping in a week. Here's what they had to say. Guardians have made their way to the Tangled Shore, and some of you have already reached the Dreaming City. The pursuit of powerful loot has taken hold, in preparation for new doors to open. Then we get this awesome new graphic of the Last Wish raid, just reminding us that it is dropping next Friday, September 14th, 2018 at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Hopefully you Guardians are geared up and ready to rock and roll when that raid goes live. And of course, the race for World's First will begin. Now, personally, I'm probably not going to be raid ready by the time next Friday rolls around, but I'm looking forward to watching all of my favorite clans on Twitch go through it. It should be a fun time. But alright, now that we've gotten the raid reminder out of the way, let's take a look at some of the other stuff in this week's TWAB. First things first, if you're enjoying some of the music within Destiny 2 Forsaken, we've got some good news for you. The Destiny 2 Forsaken original soundtrack is up and available within the Bungie store, and if you're somebody who's completed the campaign, and of course if you've got your account and progress linked over on the Bungie.net website, you can sign up for Bungie's new reward program and get that soundtrack plus the Whisper of the Worm bonus digital tracks for free right now. That's right, simply go to Bungie.net, they'll have a link there for your profile rewards, sign in, link your accounts, do all that kind of stuff, and if you've completed the campaign of Destiny 2 Forsaken, you can claim this awesome reward and listen to some of the best tracks we've heard in Destiny for quite some time. It's a pretty simple process. You'll go through, you'll redeem your code, they're going to email you a special discount code, you take that into the Bungie store, and then that will discount the massively expensive soundtrack and give it to you for free. Absolutely recommended for all of you Guardians out there. The music in this is fantastic, and I'm absolutely psyched that we got our hands on it now. I'll leave a link to the Bungie rewards page down in the description box below. Make sure you go check it out. But alright, on to the big name ticket item for today's video. And that is reset changes. In a section titled Challenges and Resets, here's what Bungie had to say. With the release of Destiny 2 Forsaken, challenges have become a new avenue for players to acquire powerful rewards. There are two types of challenges, daily and weekly. Now, these types behave a bit differently when it comes to resets. Weekly challenges follow the normal weekly reset schedule each Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Daily challenges, on the other hand, offer a unique challenge each day and they reset every 4 days. Here's some examples. The first Daily Strike Challenge was offered on Tuesday, September 4th. So, the next Daily Strike Challenge will arrive with a reset on Saturday, September 8th. The first Daily Gambit Challenge was offered on Wednesday, September 5th. So, of course, the next Daily Gambit Challenge will arrive with a reset on Sunday, September 9th. Now, it is important to note that players will retain daily challenges until they're completed. If a player completes the Daily Strike Challenge on Friday, September 7th, the challenge will be offered once more on Saturday, September 8th. But if a player does not complete the Daily Strike Challenge by Saturday, September 8th, they will not receive a duplicate challenge. Instead, the challenge will be reset and progress will be cleared. Which basically means you can only have one of these challenges active at a time. So you're going to want to get those challenges done before Saturday, September 8th where they're going to reset again. I think this is pretty cool. We've got daily challenges now for stuff like strikes and gambit and all these kinds of things that give you powerful loot. And believe me, once you hit power level 500, you hit that power soft cap really, really hard. You're going to need all the powerful loot you can get your hands on. So I'm glad that we've got, in addition to the weekly milestone type stuff we've had in Destiny 2 before, we've got these daily challenges that will reset every 4 days. Definitely a step forward. But alright Guardians, that is pretty much it for the biggest bits of information contained within this week's TWAB. There are some bugs and issues being addressed here, stuff like Cade's Will Quest, clarifying that you have to defeat invaders 5 times with a hand cannon, not your own invasion kills for that quest. Stuff like not being able to decrypt the Traveler's Chosen sidearm. All of this stuff is being worked on to make it a bit more clear and to make it a bit more functional in the game moving forward. But that is pretty much it for this one, Guardians. There's so much stuff going on this week and still so much stuff to cover, so I hope you all are staying tuned. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. And please make sure you go and get that soundtrack. It is too good to miss. But that's it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I am TheBlackLink. You Guardians, stay frosty.